Okay, sometimes I just get so excited for the topic that I'm gonna talk about when I'm going into these videos. Today, I'm gonna talk about what to do after a binge. What could I possibly do after a binge that would make me get through it? How do you recover? How do you make yourself not feel like crap? When you binge eat, you feel immediately like you really failed. You feel like you could have done so much better, you could have done this, you could have done this, but you didn't, and you suck, and you are just the worst person in the entire world. You feel so at fault, you feel so ashamed. Everything is so negative, and it's so hard to combat that. It's so hard to fight those initial thoughts. But take a step back and think about how helpful that is, aka not helpful at all. Actually destroying you, making you feel so much worse about something that already makes you feel worse. So when I have had binges or experienced binges, you're physically feeling like crap. Your whole stomach is basically out to here. You cannot breathe. You're just so uncomfortable. And I think that's the hardest part. This physical pain, stuffness, is a constant reminder that you messed up. But the power of your mind can combat that, I promise you, and I want to tell you how. After a binge, I want you to really take a step back. Yes, you binge, yes, you feel bad, but take a step back and think, why did I do that? Why did Kelly do this? And what made her feel like she needed to? What made her feel like that was the only option? And honestly, if you really let yourself think about that, you're probably immediately gonna start feeling so sad and loving towards yourself. So sorry for what you just had to put your body through because you were feeling sad or lonely, feeling insecure, feeling unloved. The only reason, at least for me, I turn to food is when I don't feel loved enough, when I messed up on a project, when I'm not getting what I want in life. That food makes me feel full, physically full, mentally full, spiritually, emotionally. It gives me so many things that I couldn't get during the day. It's something that I can control. I can stuff myself with all this food. I can make it happen. But then obviously we go overboard and then it sucks more, and then we're like, why did I do it? Why? It was supposed to help, but it didn't. And just letting yourself kind of understand the process of how you get there is how you start to stop doing it. That's how you stop binging. The reasons why we are drawn to binging is because it feels good to feel full. And what we really want to be full and fulfilled by is love, friendship, romance, success in our work, success at school, getting good grades, having a nice physique, having a good lift. Those are all things that would make us feel very good on the inside. But if you're not accomplishing all of those things and you have had an unhealthy relationship with food, or just in general, people really go to food for fulfillment. But when it gets to the point where you're eating so much you can't breathe and you hate yourself after it, there's an issue. The issue also becomes when you hate yourself for doing it. Compassion and self-love needs to be prevalent so much in those moments. After a binge, tell yourself that you love yourself. Tell yourself that you want to see yourself and you understand yourself. Truly start doing it. Ask yourself questions. Let yourself feel your feelings and think, wow, what drove me to do this? How am I feeling now? Why did I do this? You just sit there so hyped up on the anger, feeling like punishing yourself and getting mad at yourself will then motivate you to never do it again. Literally the complete opposite is what it will do. By shaming yourself, hating yourself, criticizing yourself, you're gonna feel worse and then want to binge again. Maybe not that night, but just that pattern of always beating yourself up. You already beat yourself up for the thing you couldn't control, but instead you decided, instead of just saying, hey, Kelly, love you, you're great, let's boost you up, let's do things that'll make you feel good, you instantly went to the binging, which usually you feel like, with your coping mechanism, the idea of thinking it's gonna make you feel good, you do that, and then you hate yourself more, again, and you blame yourself more, and it's this never-ending cycle. Basically, self-hate, self-judgment, and you hurt your body in the process. Most importantly, you hurt your mind. You've gotta love yourself. Your weakest point, your most vulnerable moment is after binge, when you're already so hurt and then you did something else that makes you feel so much more hurt and so more shamed, embarrassed, scared that you'll never be able to stop this cycle. You can't. It's so out of your comfort zone, but you gotta start. You gotta start loving yourself. Why not work harder to do something that's positive for you? Work hard to facilitate that trust in yourself that you can can change. You have to believe it. For years, I thought it would never end. That's a lot of you guys right now. Sitting there still thinking, well, she can do it, I can't. Yeah, that's gotta stop. And I'm not trying to shame you and say you better stop that. I really want to encourage you, like seriously, you can. Tell yourself you are enough, you can change, you are strong enough. Be willing to put that extra foot forward to change your entire mindset. It sounds super intimidating. It is really intimidating. It takes so much hard work, but why suffer anymore? Put a little bit more effort into trying to better your life. It's so worth it, and you are worth it. You deserve a change in your life and no more of this hating yourself for having weak moments and binges. It is okay. And actually, if you tell yourself that your eating disorder past and your struggles with food are something to be ashamed of and they need to change, that is what's going to get you stuck. Let it be a part of you. Understand what's going on. Understand the struggles. Let yourself embrace all of it, process it, and rise above it. But you cannot change your behavior without accepting that it's a part of you. Binging is a part of me. I actually feel love for that portion of myself. I never look at someone who's binged and say, what a weak person. Wow, they need to change. No. That girl, Kelly, who struggled with so much binge eating, all she needed was love and acceptance, and now I facilitate that, and we helped her become this person right now. Someone who can genuinely move on from binges, process what's going on, and it becomes less and less prevalent over time. I promise you can do it. Believe in yourself, love yourself. It's so much easier than you think it is. It's not about the food, it's not about your body, it's about your mind and how much you value you. I value you, I love you so much, and you are worth this change. You can do it. Love you guys so much. I hope this little video helped. It's just something that's been on my mind, and I think a lot of people can relate to this, and I always want to once again focus on mental health and feelings and processing things. That is the only way you're gonna get better, is really just knowing what's going on. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, comment if there's anything else you'd like me to cover, any other comments about this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.
I'ma change your life, I'ma change it. I'ma change your life. I'ma change your life, I'ma change it. I'ma change your life.